eat, sleep, NASCAR.
Hey, what's up, guys? Eat, Sleep, NASCAR. I'm TJ. This is Mike. This is episode 9, COTA. How are you doing, Mike?
I'm good. How are you?
Enjoying this tasty monster.
Oh, is there a reason why you're enjoying the tasty monster?
I haven't had it in a while.
Does it taste like victory?
Oh, it does.
It does.
It's time for Green Flag Pit Stop.
It was announced on Wednesday that Hendrick Motorsports has won their appeal for the modified hood louvers. They will receive all their points back, but they still will get fined $100K, and each of the crew chiefs will be suspended for 4 races. Also on Wednesday, Daniel Suarez has been fined $50,000 for his incident on pit road with Alex Bowman and teammate Ross Chastain. Derek Kraus and Chris Hacker will be making their Xfinity debut at Richmond this weekend.
And that was Green Flag Pit Stop.
Alrighty then. Thank you, TJ, for the green flag pit stop news. A little light week, but very interesting contact you put up
Very
there.
fast this week. In and out.
Those are just like 2 tires.
In and out. No tires.
Just
Splash
fuel,
of gas.
splash and go.
Splash of gas. Rip off the sticker on the windshield.
Craftsman Truck Series.
Let's get in it. When was the truck race? Friday?
Truck race was on Saturday.
It was. And who won? What do you mean? My boy, I picked him, the 38. Stuck it. That's right. We're officially out of the 0 for 6 categories. I picked the winner. You're still loser.
Le who? The her.
I don't care.
It's okay. It's all right.
You know who I picked?
You picked garbage.
I picked Alex Bowman.
And
That
guess
fucker
what?
didn't even make the race.
Wow. It's like you lost. Like
I lost before it even began.
that's incredible.
Got a flat tire during his qualifying lap. Ross Chastain won the pole, and he was very fast during the race. Christian Ekins won stage 1.
Ooh.
That was your boy last week.
Mm-hmm.
He won last week at Atlanta, in the Napa capital of the world.
Yep. But not this week. Zane Smith. Who names their kid
Zane Smith.
Have you ever met a person named Zane before?
Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Kyle Busch won stage 2. Got to throw that in
Wait a
there.
minute. So you're saying that Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch
Kyle Busch.
were in this race too? And Zane Smith won?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I picked him for the championship, but
Who's
I mean,
Zane?
yeah.
He's
think-
a very
I think you did.
what he started in 2020, I believe. He was 3rd. He was in the final 4. He was 3rd.
Oh yeah?
Then GMS, I think he was runner up, and then that's when Ben Rhodes won in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
and then last year he won,
Yeah.
and then this year
Looks like a favorite to me.
he's
You beat
Definitely.
if you beat Ross
he
Chastain
is the
and Kyle
Austin
Busch.
Hill of trucks.
Guess so? But I'm saying you just beat 2 of the best Cup guys who just won.
Best Cup guys. You
And
beat
Kyle-
the best truck driver to ever drive a truck,
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
And then you beat Ross Chastain, who's won at that race before last year. That's a pretty good win right there. And he burnt it down. Literally.
that it takes.
Oh,
Now we
we
got a fire.
That was impressive.
We found a good reason to never put those mud flaps on there again.
They're kindling.
They're not fireproof.
He literally burned them down right there. They need a fire extinguisher right away, ASAP.
Both of
Xfinity Series.
Shit. H. Allmendinger
AJ.
and William Byron
William Byron.
battling that.
I watched that whole race. It was a good race.
It was good.
Guess what? That's another winner for me, baby.
I know.
Ooh.
Ty Gibbs came in third.
Ah, cares. Two wins for me. That's right. I was on a hot streak. Did I put any money on them? No, because they're favorites.
You should have put some money on them.
No,
Why not?
because they're favorites. It wasn't enough to put. I don't like putting a lot of money on favorites. It's just like, ugh.
Well, AJ Allmendinger won stage 1. Sheldon Creed won stage 2. And AJ finished it off with a win.
What was the one thing?
It was like I think stage 2. He got taken out and spun out in circles, and his boss Chris Rice
I was going to talk about that. Yeah,
bugging out, right?
Or he said he was like, I know who you are, and I get it, but you have to listen to me. And he ended up like, I want to say like the high 20s, the third, like he was on the back, and he flew all the way up and
Flew.
And Byron, listen,
He definitely had a Red Bull.
dude. No, he doesn't drink Red Bulls. He drinks the
Oh yeah.
what is it called?
Celsius.
Celsius. Yeah. He
I'm
was
gonna
pumped.
drink my
I like
Celsius.
when he fucking wins because he gets pumped, bro.
He does. I like when colleague wins. They're very
I like him.
pumped
I like
up
him.
organization.
I do like him.
Yeah.
NASCAR Cup Series.
Let's talk about the pre-race.
Let's talk about that. Gentlemen, start your engines because that guy was. I don't watch that show as much.
What
as I know
show
that
is he from?
Ted Lasso.
What
It's
is that?
the,
Is that soccer show?
Yeah, it's the Southern guy who coaches soccer in like Europe.
Yeah, but I thought it was the dude from SNL.
Yeah, it is.
That wasn't him.
No, it was. It's his assistant. It's not the main guy. It's like his secondary. It's like his assistant.
Either way, I thought
assistant coach.
I thought that was solid, easily
Yeah,
solid.
he was in character.
One of the best.
I'm almost certain he was in character the whole time.
He's like,
I mean, that Kevin Smith one's good. It's Kevin Smith. Yeah, Kevin James. Gentlemen! That one's good. I see that in TikTok.
I like
all
how
the
he
time
held
now.
the note.
He
I
did
like
good.
that. Yeah, I think he did really good. That was a solid.
And video.
Austin! Let's get weird! COTA! Let's go! Drivers, start your engine!
Yeah, so the race went off, and
The race did go off.
it did.
They were racing.
The weather was good. It was a little
very-
hot for them. They were complaining about heat with it's Austin, Texas. So there you go. The 24 won stage 1. We can move on to the 45, which is the 24 and the 45 are hands down the fastest car on the tracks
They're battling out all
the whole
that.
time, which is great. And again, you got to give Byron respect because that guy, out of all the Hendrick cars, including Larson, he's the best. He's the best Hendrick car. Now, the strange thing is,
I think out of all
in
the Hendrick
points-
cars, he's the only one without a
what?
road course win. I don't know which one Bowman won, but
Bowman didn't win a road course. I think you're wrong. But it's Larson and Chase definitely won road courses. And I don't think Bowman's ever won a road course. Road course for Bowman, and I don't think Byron won one. But I got to give it to the guy. But whatever's happening with him, even with his crew, now you understand. Like with the L2 penalty, the crew chiefs are gone too, so they're working with old, not the original crew chiefs. So that 24 car right now is showing that the first 6 races or 7 races we're at now, he's probably the best car on the track besides Bowman. Because Bowman, even with the L2 penalty, is in 16th.
Yeah,
With 100 points off, and he's gotten 5 or 6 top 10s out of the 6 races, and he got top 3 this race.
he don't get enough respect, even though he did win back.
He does get respect. That's why he's here now. He's right here. Bowman gets if we're gonna change the tiers, once we get to halfway, which is coming up soon, Bowman's definitely tier 2 now.
Not coming up soon.
We do halfway.
Oh, what, like 11 races?
26 is the season. 10 is the playoffs. So we
So we got a little bit.
yeah. Well, I think we did quarterly. We can do quarterly too. What was that? Are you thirsty?
I like my Monster.
We could talk about stage 2 again. The 45, which is Ty Reddick in the new Toyota car. We worried about him the first couple races, about him being not as good as he was last year. But
I was worried about that.
yeah. And then with the 8 winning, with Kyle Busch winning, we're like, wow. Did he
Like,
make
basically,
a
they
mistake?
just, in a way, they swapped cars.
They did, but did they make a mistake by doing this? And he was on a tear. He said, I'll show you.
Well, he was actually going to win last year because he was in the 8 in the lead, and then they took him out, and then it was Ross, Alex Bowman, and AJ
So
battling it out. That was a good race.
it's kind of interesting, too, because Tyler Reddick is not a road course racer. Tyler Reddick is a dirt racer.
Well, Ricky Bobby is not a thinker. Ricky Bobby is a driver.
And he likes the aggressiveness, and he's used to it.
He's
That's
a
what he
once
said.
in a generation racer.
I would honestly put Reddick up there with Chase, Larson, and
He's a franchise guy.
yeah, he's up.
It's a good thing they picked him up.
Yes, he showed definitely with all the other shit that happened.
And it's a good thing they picked him up, even if they weren't even going to have him in the car this year. They still picked him up.
I think because of the slow start at the beginning of the season, that he was like, I have to win this race, and I have to win it outright. So everyone knows that I'm not a joke.
Well, he's going to be
just the 8.
He's going to be one to watch for Bristol.
Yeah, he's definitely a contender. And imagine 2311 wins the championship. That would be wild. A team that's 3 years old.
You know that 45 has won
3 races with 3 different drivers.
3 different drivers.
Yeah, Kurt Busch, Bubba Wallace, and now Reddick.
Jesus.
Yeah. Top moments of races we'll go into. We could talk about with the beginning, which is kind of cool because, like I said before, COTA is made for like Formula One open wheels, so they had a lot of non-NASCAR drivers in there. They had Connor Daly. They had the 91. Who was that?
The 91?
Yeah.
Oh, Kimi Raikkonen.
Yep.
Raikkonen?
Something like that.
Raikkonen?
And he's a Formula One winner.
Yeah.
Champion.
Jensen Button.
He's a Formula One champion in the 15.
Jordan Taylor.
So he's used to driving the boxiness of the stock cars.
And Jimmy Johnson.
Probably the end of that 23 cars day with Bubba Wallace, but I thought he hit him in the left rear wheel, Kurt. I think that's going to be okay. Let's
correct. And but during the race, they talked and they said that, like, they're not used. He said, or a lot of the Formula One guys, and they had the president for Haas Racing, for Formula One, in the booth. They're like, they're not used to having people like slam into you, Robbins racing, because in Formula One that's a penalty.
Yeah. Not here.
So that they're trying to get used to it. And I was rooting for the 9 because he's qualified 4th.
Looked like he was going to be fast.
I think,
but I've heard during the race he said he wanted to.
Yeah.
See, he's got to see who he's racing against.
Right. So he had to get used to one the track, the car, 2 the car, and 3 the competition.
The competition.
Yeah. So then it was like, all right, so he's not comfortable yet.
Yeah.
But he did show that if you needed a replacement or you needed someone like AJ level, you can pick him up and he will race. And he wasn't that bad. I mean, he ended up not getting a good finish, but with a little more experience, he might be available for something like, let's say for like if they get rid of the 38, right?
Todd Gilliland, you're putting Zane Smith in there,
right? But I'm saying, like, if they
try it again.
Let's say Michael McDowell retires.
Okay.
You can use him as a road course racer, or you can use a charter one. It's an interesting concept. He had a better chance than the rest of the non-NASCAR drivers.
Well, if I'm
well, he's in a 9, so that was a whole other thing.
Yeah. Taylor finished 24th. Kimi Raikkonen finished 29th.
Mm-hmm.
Jensen Button finished 18th.
See the thing with like the last
in a fucking Rick Ware.
Because of the way the race ended, I'm not taking any of the finishes as a permanent result of the race because it was absolutely, it's part of the moments. We can jump right into it. It was a shit show.
It was a shit show.
I liked the beginning of the race. I liked one of the parts was the no stoppage of stages and road courses. I like that because, like I said before, it is a almost 3.5 mile track. It takes 4 fucking ever to get these cars ready to go after yellow. So, on that note, I liked it because last year or 2 years ago they ran in the rain and that was a whole bigger problem. But the road courses are cool to have it where like they understand that the competition. I like that where like Byron had a hunt down or or even Reddick had at one point. Byron had the lead and Reddick was on a little bit of a pit scheme, and he had a hunt down the 24, and he waited for the 24 with like several laps left to make a mistake.
Yeah.
And he did. And then all these fucking cautions came out, and then we had all these restarts and stuff like that. But the 45 was like, I'm not giving this stuff up. This is he had the 8 behind him at one point. He had the 48 behind him at one point.
Ross Chastain was and good.
Yeah.
I mean, off that first turn, it was straight chaos.
I would have been upset if the race ended without the 45 winning.
Oh, I would have been so mad.
I'd be like,
I would have been so mad if someone else won besides Tyler.
And
they should have called that race after the second caution.
My thing is like, yeah. So my thing is like, when I was watching it, I was like, man, this is gonna go forever and ever and ever. And I was like, there's got to be a way where, because it's such a big track and it's a course, why don't they do like halfway down the track? Because if you're going to call a yellow for debris, which they did, and they called yellow, which is
they called a yellow when he was on the last fucking turn.
They should have called.
They should have just let him pass it, and that's the race.
Called the yellow.
No, and then that's the race.
Yeah, no. But if he
let him get the white flag,
call the yellow, race, and then call the race.
That's it. Get it over with.
They could have done that. So honestly, I'm going to give a very low grade to NASCAR's competition director, whoever is in charge of that. The way they handled that, he was on the last. Like, if the car, road courses are different than different than ovals, right? Not going that fast on certain places, but if a car isn't stuck and there's little debris on there that might not affect the vehicle, just let them finish their lap. Let's get this race over with. They had 4 or 5 overtimes, and it was like, this is ridiculous because it was always turn one. Always turn one. It was the
that was a shit show.
Shit.
And I think like maybe turn 9 or 11 or something.
I think 11's the other sharp.
Sharp turn. But they should.
The last lap.
They shouldn't have let it go over 3 overtimes. They should have fucking said that's it.
I think they got to a point where they're like, this is it, because the last one, right? So let's say they had 4, right? The fourth one.
They didn't have 4. They had like 8.
Whatever. I don't forget the number.
So annoying.
So many.
It got annoying as.
Oh, I was like, God.
So I was like, get it over with.
This is so long.
Because 45 just kept getting in the lead. Right. And I'm like,
and
just give him the fucking. Yeah. How many times does he have to get in the league and be like,
which is funny because like they kept I believe that other podcasters are going to talk about this, especially Doorbell and Clear, because it's going to be like what an idiot segment, because they chose like certain things to call cautions and then they flopped it, and then we're like almost hypocritical of like what is the consolation. Dude, the 41 or the one car at the end was fucking, he got whacked hard. Like if he was on a Roval, they would like, dude, park this car. Like, like get out.
Yeah, probably.
But for here, they're like, oh, yeah, keep going, just keep going. Like after a while, they decided to just let it happen.
A lot of those drivers got some fucking mean headaches. I'll tell you that right after this.
Reddick pulled out a mouth guard. They're all wearing mouth guards now. That's the thing.
Well, they're getting slammed in the rear.
Yeah,
and
that's gonna be.
And that was the big thing last year. That the rears were.
Yeah, and then
you hit
Reddick,
the rear, that's the one that hurts.
But well, I give Reddick 1,000 points. I love that Reddick won. I was happy that Reddick won. I'm a Reddick fan. Also,
I think it was
Monster
just
fan.
crazy how they were just
It was too much.
hitting each other and not giving a fuck.
That
who
third
was in
one where
front.
he was one turn away, just let him go to.
Oh, dude,
let him go to
that
the white and call the yellow.
pissed
That's
me
it.
off. I was like, come on. I was like, there's no one else I want to win.
Yeah, the consistency.
Just let Tyler win this because it's what everyone wants.
It was bad. It wasn't a good look, and I feel like the Formula One guys were like,
somehow Daniel Suarez came by. That'd be another one where I'm like, all right, cool. But that was it. It wasn't like
they
anyone
pulled
else.
the caution out for like dirt on the track, which is bullshit too. I didn't like that one.
Yeah,
yeah,
dirt.
Which is a recap. Go back. So we talked about the non-NASCAR guys. Oh, the radio not working for the 16, and they did the old.
They put the tape
like,
on this.
Yeah, that was cool.
What they used to do in old school racing at the dirt
Did
tracks.
you see in Xfinity trucks and NASCAR the Cup? They every time they're like, "Hey, we're gonna chime up and talk to whoever." They're like, and they're like, maybe they're jackasses. They just wait until they get. Because they do a couple laps. They're like, they couldn't hear him at all. So they should have waited until like they got closer to the tower that they're at. They'd be like, "Hey, what's going on, man? How are you feeling?" "Oh, I'm feeling good." "All right, cool, man. You're about to be 3 miles away from us. So we're gonna let you go." "Okay, cool." Like they kept asking them like when they're so far gone. Like the radios didn't work at all, which is odd though. I feel like for a company that has billions of dollars, I feel like radios should work more efficiently. But I'm in the military, so I have experience about radios not working.
You know what another top moment of the race is?
You got.
Remember Jimmy Johnson was in this
for a lap. Poor guy. They had Chase. So Chase is. You know what's funny about Chase though?
Oh, dude, tell me how you weren't like Chase is sitting up there watching all these restarts, right? He's like, "Thank God I'm not in this race right now."
I think he was like, "This is getting bad.
This is bad, dude."
Yeah, and I think
so
I think Bowman was like, I think what happened was after the repetitiveness of it, I think all the competitors were like, "Fuck this!" Like they were like Bowman did wrong, but did right to where he got a position, and that's why the 99 and the 1 was pissed off at him. But he was like, "Fuck you guys! If I'm gonna get whacked, I'd rather get whacked in the front and get a third place finish than get whacked and spun around in the back."
It's just like you're gonna drive into somebody. Where are you really gonna go?
Yeah, listen.
You're gonna hurt yourself in the end.
Yeah, but he got a third place position. He already did the 99 and 99. We could talk about that too. The 99 was pissed. He was also pissed at his own teammate.
Yeah, he drove around the pit. Bumped into the one, and moved him out of the way. And then went up to Bowman, and then got out of the car. Went up to, I believe,
very interesting how teammates.
Went up to Chastain, talked, and then he went up to Bowman, and Bowman showed him on the phone or something that it wasn't him. Someone hit him.
Yeah, it was a domino effect. Yeah. That reaction. But that was.
But how you gonna get mad? I mean, you ask your spotter who fucking did that. They're obviously gonna tell you.
So NASCAR on their Instagram put that out there, and you could hear the radio transmission between the two, and you imagine the 99 just be like, "That motherfucker did it." Like he's got no other explanation other than that. You have the crew chief, and you have the spotter talking to him, and I feel like they also talk to him in different channels.
Yeah,
and they're like, crew chief's like, "Dude, don't entice him. Just say, hey, we don't know yet. Just say we'll figure out." Like the crew chief was like, "We'll figure out later. We'll figure out later." The spotter kept saying, "Yeah, I think it was the 48." Like and then I feel like the spotter eventually got to a point where like he was like, "Oh, we'll figure out," because they were talking. The crew chief like, "Hey, dude, don't stop enticing him, bro." Like I imagine that's what happened, and then you'll find out like it was a chain reaction, not technically Bowman's fault, but technically was, but not really. But we'll go from there. What we got now? So we talked about the radio not working, communication in the pits. That was cool.
Talked about Jimmy Johnson not being in the race.
Jimmy Johnson, not good for him for showing up.
Bubba Wallace.
Oh.
Broke toe link in the rear and then oil line. Just trying my hardest not to go down that slippery slope of self-doubt right here. 2 weeks in a row making rookie mistakes, 6 years in the Cup. Need to be replaced.
He was pissed because he made a fucking...
He's so hard on himself.
Which I like because, like, dude, you're giving a golden opportunity. You're shitting on it. make this fucking a better up.
Well, yeah, they had Tyler Reddick set up his car for him the same way that the 45 is set up.
I don't know
So they would both run the same.
But I was like, we were watching it. He flew into the 43 and the 5 and smashed into them, which I thought he was gonna break the 5, but the 5 broke
but
later.
He's never good at road courses.
Flew into the 43 and the 5 and smashed into them, which I thought he was gonna break the 5, but the 5 broke later.
He's never good at road courses.
He actually is. Actually, he's actually gotten better. Honestly,
not yesterday.
Nope.
And now let's get into Jake's top 5 paint schemes.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Jake.
Thanks, Jake.
You the man, Jake.
You're the man, Jake.
You are.
Yeah.
Not your dad. You are.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Next week, the trucks are going to Texas next week while the
For
Cup
some odd fucking reason, trucks are going to Texas.
and everyone else is going to
Xfinity
Richmond.
and Cup are going to Richmond. So, fuck.
Who am I picking for Cup?
Truck for Texas. Who are you picking for trucks for Texas? Go.
Tyler Malcheski.
What the fuck number is that?
98.
I'm picking Hocevar.
In the 42.
Thank you, because I forgot his number. Xfinity at Richmond. That's so annoying.
At Richmond.
I have no idea why they did that.
It's so weird.
Now,
Justin Allgaier.
You piece of shit. That was my pick.
Well, it sucks to suck.
Now, no. You suck to suck because I had
You
two
suck.
No, I had 2 wins.
You
suck.
have
0.
Okay.
That guy stinks! I'm going to pick... Fuck, that was my pick.
That sucks. Pick someone else in Junior Motorsport, buddy.
Why? Maybe I pick fucking someone else.
I don't know.
Was it a mile track? Short track, right?
It's a fucking
Richmond?
shit fucking... Nah, yeah, I forget what it is. I don't know. Hold on, look it up. Let's pick somebody. You bitch.
I'm going to pick... No, man, I gotta get a win here. I gotta keep on my streak. What is Nemechek in? 20?
20.
Nemechek.
Nemechek.
All right.
Nemechek.
Cup
at
Richmond.
Danny Hamlin.
Whoa. Wow, you go for a front runner.
What?
All right, Hamlin.
Hamlin.
I'm
picking Denny Hamlin.
Hamlin. I'm gonna pick
Chase Elliott.
He's not racing, moron. I'm gonna pick what's my gut telling me here? Speed, short track. Austin Dillon? No. No. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch.
8.
Okay. All right.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right. Well, this concludes our podcast. Thank you for watching and supporting us. We appreciate the 700 of you that follow our page. And we're glad that we continue to grow as a family every day. Thank you so much. Cheers, you ugly bastard.
We look alike.